everybody, my name is Sophia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you, due to popular demand, things that you do need to bring to your college dorm. So specifically, I go to Washington State University, so my experience is obviously with that. Don't mind the little incense smoke right here. And I'm joined with my little sister.
Hi, I'm in first grade.
For the introduction. So, mwah. Do you have anything you want to say to people? Okay. All right, so let's now get into what you should and do need for college. So starting off, obviously you definitely need shower shoes. Please don't be that one person that thinks that they're too cool for shower shoes and then gets foot fungus, because that's not it. So definitely just get some cheap dollar store shower shoes. Of course, you can go with like the whole cute little plastic or rubber Birkenstocks, but really the dollar store cheapies are all you really need. And let me tell you, after your freshman year, you're probably gonna wanna throw those things away. Just keep that in mind. And then two, as I mentioned previously, I would highly recommend getting one of those mesh bag totes shower caddies for reasons I previously mentioned. And then number three, I think this is really, really important. For sure, I highly regret not bringing my big old plastic box fan because it gets super hot. And at least at my university, pretty much all of the dorms, my friends told me that their AC just really never kicked in. Even though technically they're supposed to be AC and heated, they really weren't air conditioned. Personal preference here, but I also really loved how I had Christmas lights kind of strung around the perimeter of my room. I thought it was so cute, so pretty. It definitely was a really nice contrast to like that nasty yellow overhead light. So highly recommend fairy lights or Christmas lights if your university allows them. I know that some actually don't, so you definitely want to look into that. And then next one, if you're super into fitness and kind of want to follow along your regime while you're in college, I would recommend getting a small little dumbbell set / yoga mat so that you're motivated to do your workouts from the comfort of your own room. I mean, I know for me, I didn't go to the gym as much as I wanted to just because I just didn't want to go to the weight room with all the guys and stuff like that. So I highly recommend getting a couple dumbbells so that you can do your stuff in the comfort of your room. And then something else that I'm super happy that I brought would be a really big outdoor blanket that you can just lay on the grass to hang out with your friends in the quad and have little picnics. And then a full-on necessity, I highly recommend you splurge and get this if you cannot rent it from your university. Obviously, if you can, rent it. Definitely try to get a mini fridge. I know at Wazoo you can rent a mini fridge for, oh god, I think it was $50 a semester, but it was honestly worth every penny. Definitely get the mini fridge. If you are a coffee addict like me, definitely invest in a coffee maker, and it doesn't have to be a super expensive one either, actually. I used to kind of turn my nose up at Walmart, but let me tell you, that is a thing of the past. I bought my coffee maker at Walmart for maybe $15 in total, and that thing works perfectly fine. Definitely would recommend getting a coffee maker if you're into drinking coffee every day or pretty often. It will definitely save you money and deter you from going to Starbucks, but make sure that if you do, buy a pack of sweetener as well, because black coffee is hard to handle. So either your dorm room is going to be carpeted or it's going to be kind of like a bathroom towel sort of situation. So either way, I'd recommend getting a large rug. It's just more comfortable, and the carpets can get kind of nasty and weird over time, especially if it's an older building. When your mom tries to shove a emergency / medical kit into your bag, for sure accept it and take it, because Advil and Band-Aids you should probably take anywhere, especially a college dorm. Next up, I have a hair dryer, and I know I'm kind of contradicting myself from when I said do not bring a lot of hair tools, but hear me out. So at least where I go, it is snowy, and I would not want to be trekking across campus to get to some class with wet hair that's freezing, literally with ice on it. That's just me. I don't like leaving the house when my hair is super wet and all nasty, but that's just personal preference. So next up, and this is a weird one, if you're applying for any sort of on-campus job or are just looking for a job while you're at college, I would bring your social security card. I know for me, it was a huge hassle because I left mine at home multiple states away, and you don't want to mail that. So bring your card. It's going to save you a lot of time and stress, and you're going to get that job. Next up, for sure, please bring a water filter. The water at my university literally had black specks in it. I'm not kidding. I'll insert a picture if I still have it. It was nasty. That is a necessity. Don't even try to get around that. So highly recommend bringing pens and loose leaf paper, at least for the very first day of class. you don't want to look like an idiot with nothing to write with if you have to write down notes or something really quickly the first day. Next up, scissors. Again, you use these pretty much 24/7 at home, at least I do, so definitely bring them with you. A waterproof backpack is really good for rain and snow. So unless you live in a super sunny climate, like if you go to USC or UCLA, obviously you don't really need this, but pretty much anywhere else, I would splurge and get the waterproof version of whatever backpack you're looking at. And I noticed that Poshmark has some really good high quality backpacks for a really inexpensive price. So I would also bring a pencil pouch and 1 to 2 professional yet simple outfits, for obvious reasons. Also stamps and envelopes if you want to write to your parents or like write to a younger sibling or something. I know I wrote my little sister that you saw earlier a little letter and she loved it. So that might be a cute idea. I know that phone wallets are really popular and they do come in handy. Or of course a lanyard, and you'll probably get a lanyard or 2 during your first week of your freshman year from your university, so don't run out and buy one just yet. And then I would also bring a couple Tupperwares just for leftovers or whatnot, all of your Tupperware needs, but I would probably only bring 2 to 3. Of course, I would say that most girls would agree, a vanity makeup mirror. I got mine for I think $5 from IKEA, so there's that. Okay, so if possible, like if you're driving to your university and if you're not flying, of course, bring one of those big, huge storage containers as opposed to cutesy baskets, just because they're really practical. You can put them under your bed and they hold a lot of stuff. Also, remember how I mentioned earlier, do not bring a whole bunch of mugs or, God forbid, glass cups? So this is where a reusable cup or a tumbler cup comes into play. I know that the Starbucks tumbler is really good. That's what I used. It was perfect, fit everything. So next up, don't forget condiments like salt, pepper, ketchup, etc. I know for me it was garlic salt. I put garlic salt on everything, so you best believe I brought that. But the dining hall food can get super, super bland, especially at my university. Sorry, Washington State. But if you're that person that puts salt on every single thing that you eat, definitely bring it because you're gonna need it. Next up, obviously bring a large water bottle. Hydro flasks, I think, are the perfect size. I wouldn't get anything smaller than that. And then next up would be a actual knife, not a plastic one, for food. I know that for some reason, I just really didn't want to buy this, but I ended up only lasting a few weeks until I just threw my hands up and was like, fine, I'll buy it from Walmart. But yeah, it's super cheap, easy, and you're probably gonna use it a lot more than you think. Okay, and then next up, be sure to bring napkins, plastic utensils. If you're all for Save the Turtle, okay, go ahead and bring 1 or 2 metallic utensils if need be. Bring wipes. I would bring hand wipes and also cleaning wipes. Dish soap and a whiteboard for your door. If you're really social, you can write little messages and stuff like that. I think that's fun. I know a lot of girls did that and it's really good for making friends, oddly enough. Make sure, ladies, that you bring your perfume and hair ties. I know that I almost forgot those. And also, last but not least, I would recommend one of those cheap little drawstring bags. I mean, if you go to the gym or pretty much anywhere, it will probably come in handy. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know any specific WSU related questions that you have in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. And again, let me know if you would like to see a college clothing essentials type of video because I would love to make one. All right, bye.